You there! This is Dave and Jason.
Hey!
From DC On Screen. It's that time again. We need help from you to grow our show. But keep listening because there's something in it for you. Give us a 5-star written review on iTunes for a chance to win a free DC trade paperback, DVD, or Blu-ray valued at $15 or less. 1 in 10 will win. The winner will be randomly selected with a number generator on random.org and announced on one of our news episodes. It's pretty simple, really.
Free stuff!
Hooray! Anyway, yeah, seriously, do that. It helps us a lot. It's, like, so good. Anyway, sit back. Enjoy this brand new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome into DC On Screen, episode 237. I'm your host, David C. Robertson. This, my loyal co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
Today we are going to get super spoilery on Arrow 504, Penance. To recap, the new team tries their best to stop Oliver from busting John Diggle out of prison, military prison, but instead, Oliver hands them their asses. With Lyla's help, he busts in and convinces a reluctant Diggle to return to the team and serve his penance as part of Team Arrow. In his absence, Oliver's new recruits try to take down Church after his raid on a baited evidence locker, which goes okay until Curtis gets shot and Wild Dog is taken hostage by Church. Oliver returns and vows to find Rene. Meanwhile, Adrian Chase decides that masks and vigilantes might be pretty useful, and the flashbacks show us the final chapters of Oliver's Bratva initiation. Oh, and Ragman quits the team until Felicity talks to him. Now he's back and causing logic problems for the show. That was my big issue with this week. Why did they leave Wild Dog? And that they had to leave because Ragman clearly he stood in front of a blast. He survived a nuclear blast. He's when they were shooting at him, those little rag tendrils were just stopping every bullet.
You're right. I had the same thought. Was no man, you could probably go get him.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could probably take the room if you had to. Minimally, I think you could take Church.
Uh-huh.
It did at least give me a great line when when they're fighting. He tells Wild Dog, "I haven't been tagged like that in a while. Respect."
Yeah.
And
I like the rest of that line though. You got spirit, but I'm gonna break that spirit. Right. I'm gonna break your soul. Damn, dude. Damn.
Yeah. And we've said all year this year that Arrow's been great, and this episode is absolutely no different. I thought it was really good, but
except for Ragman.
Except for the Ragman, it probably could have gone back, but that happens. I said on Gotham, I think Jim probably could have shot the 3 people in the room in time to save everyone, but whatever. Sometimes you need an excuse to get to the next episode, I guess. But short of that, I would like to, again, formally request that the show stop baiting me with fucking Cord Industries stuff. You fucks.
Yeah, that does get a little annoying.
I
want Ted Cord. I want Blue Beetle.
Either get that movie off the ground, cast Nathan Fillion. No, I think we covered it a while back, though, but they were going to get us Ted Cord, and instead we got Ray Palmer.
Yeah.
And they could have just... if they'd cast him as Ted Cord, Brandon Routh as Ted Cord, that'd have been fine, too.
Yeah, that would have been good. I like that Wild Dog is still not taking orders.
His name's Wild Dog. Now he's got to live up to it.
Oh, I love that Thea apparently told Adrian Chase that Oliver had gout.
Mm-hmm. Why not? Oh, and
I love
Adrian
Oliver's...
Chase pulls in his... He's getting there. You see him kind of adjusting to the idea of vigilantes at the end. He's got that little line about public service isn't easy. Sometimes you get a little busy cleaning up the filth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when he's going to put on a set of swimming goggles and shoot some people, but we're getting there.
Well, according to episode 1, he's already doing it.
Yeah. They've already got pictures of the guy, but that one's kind of been a weird thing for me. He was on the recruit board that she was trying to pull up. And they got their recruits, but then they're like, oh, okay, we got a team. We'll not chase down this lead anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem very Felicity. It seems like Felicity would still be hunting down every last vigilante she could.
I think what had happened was he was doing the vigilante thing and then was fighting it, so he stopped being it for a while. That's why he was saying this episode that he thought that he'd get taken to the idea that masks weren't really doing any good.
Okay, I like your take on it. So maybe he took a little time off, so he got off Felicity's radar too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. I will tuck that little concern into an envelope, put it aside for now.
Besides, it was just they didn't actually even have a picture or security footage of him. They had like one eyewitness account that produced one sketch.
Right. One
For all
eerily
Felicity
familiar
knows,
sketch.
that was someone just describing Wild Dog in a weird way or something.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm good with that.
So I love the line, "I'm not gonna be gone long. Make sure no one destroys the city while I'm gone." That was fun. Oh man, Felicity, how was Palmer Tech? And before. And before you answer, you should consider that your phone has GPS. If you were thinking about lying, I do admire your consistency.
I'd forgotten about that one. No, my favorite from her was Ragman pops back on the team, decides he's gonna go. That she sends him out. Go, do not die. Great advice, Field Mom.
Mm-hmm. I love when she said told Oliver, "You do realize me having a chat with Rory is completely different than you committing a half dozen felonies, right?"
God, she's good.
You know what I thought was weird and funny was that security guard being like, "Don't touch my ball." That was such a weird thing to have.
Yeah.
In the episode. I mean, I realized that Oliver used that to distract the guy, but
right.
Geez, that's dumb.
I'll take that over anti-molecular spray.
Okay.
Well, it's the kind of thing where, like, in the middle of the episode, you don't care, but then you get to the end of the episode and you're like, did they really used anti-molecular spray? Like, how's it in the bottle?
Yeah, I saw it, I heard it, I forgot about it exactly like 2 seconds after it happened.
Just moved right on. That's
I forgot
only
about
thought,
it until you just mentioned it.
The only reason I even remembered it enough to mention it was just if it's a spray that can take out any substance, how do you have it contained?
Uh-huh.
That's it. And then I went, great episode, and moved on with my day,
Right.
Oh, I did love when he finally gets in there too, John. I'm not saying you shouldn't do your penance. I'm saying you should do it as Spartan.
Yeah, I still didn't buy it.
Not completely. But we knew Diggle was going to get out of there at some point. Yeah. And it made it for a good line.
It was a fine line. It was just not enough.
I mean, he kind of had to. Once Oliver's in there, he's either got to go with him or let Oliver get in trouble too. That for me is enough. And, and on top of that, I just got a good line.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, Rory, late in the episode, was he waiting for an entrance line? Nope, he's just that cool.
Yeah, that was good.
They're using Rory to kind of make fun of their own show, and I'm really, really digging that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And the dialogue between him and Curtis pretty much is Rory questioning everything happening in the show. Curtis explaining that, I know it's weird, but go with it. As an audience, they're telling us, we know. Here's Ragman. Now, come with me. Follow Curtis's charm into my show. Or rather, they may just be saying, we understand your concerns, and we give you Curtis.
Mm-hmm. I like the little turnaround they had when in the Russian prison. Is it, you think I'm more scared of you than Kovar? No, but Kovar's not here. I am.
Yeah.
And then they turn it around with Church in present day.
Yeah. I mean, even with giant wavy locks, he's kind of scary in prison. I mean, he tells him, like, somebody's going to die. It can be you. It can be your wife. It can be your child. I would have told him everything I knew.
Yeah. And then he tells Anatoly, I almost didn't kill him. He's like, well, then why did you? Because you ordered me to. Yeah, you're Bratva. Your family.
Now have an initiation swig.
That was good.
That was. Yeah. The flashbacks this year are absolutely on point.
Yeah, so far.
Well, I'll personally, I'll let you know when that's not the case, but so far they're absolutely 100%.
Yeah, I mean, we'll let you
even
guys
Oliver
know
getting
with our incessant bitching.
Right. Like, even when Oliver's getting arrested, it's fun. It's a fun scene. Like, playing drums on the freaking cop car.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. I don't know how much more I had.
I don't either. I'm enjoying Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Thea is serviceable.
Yeah, Thea's doing great. Next week it looked like Church does break the shit out of him. I believe the quote I remember was, "He knows you're Oliver Queen."
Oh, damn. Well.
Yeah. Wild dog tells all. And then it looked like it's tied to a tree.
Well, that's what happens with dogs. They get tied to trees.
Tied to trees. I guess it did make sense. I didn't know church had a beat of poetry to him, but I guess he does.
Yeah, well, that's not a big deal. We live in the South, so we see lots of churches with trees that have dogs tied up to them.
There's one across the neighborhood right now. Mm-hmm. I can go jogging right now. I will jog in front of a church, and I will get chased by a dog, which does really help your pace. But it's okay. Not fun parkouring over a freaking somebody's front fence to get to safety.
The most I've ever seen you parkour was when you jumped over a spider.
Oh, man. I might as well have been an Olympic-level athlete at that moment. Spiders have that effect on me.
Moving on.
I mean, I'm the kind of guy, though, that, like, if I see a spider in the house, like, you see it, and then you don't want to break eye contact with it because it can move on you at any point. So you have to, like, go retrieve something to kill it with. And then if you have to break eye contact and you come back and you don't see it now, I just want to burn the fucking house down.
Yes.
Like, I've lost it. It all has to go.
What's bad is, like, when you're, like, you keep eye contact with it and you're trying to find something, you're, like, feeling around, but you're still staring at the spider, and then all of a sudden it's just gone. It's one of those damn jumping spiders. Like, what? Yeah. What? Is it on me? And then you're, like, looking all over your pants and your shirt. I was too close. I know it.
Yeah. Who knows what kind of range that thing has. It's amazing I loved Spider-Man as much as I did growing up.
Well, it's like when you look at a spider, you don't really understand what's going on there. You put a spider in man form, it's at least a, quantifiable form.
Maybe it was just a catchy song. Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
I don't mind a spider if he's bipedal. You start adding legs, and I start freaking out.
Right. And just if every spider I ran across in real life had a catchy theme song, maybe we'd be in better shape.
I don't know. I saw a little animated short on YouTube about if Spider-Man were real, and he had webs coming out of his ass, and it was all hairy, and it was real weird and gross. Mm-hmm. He had a catchy theme song, but I wasn't digging that, man.
Yeah, that won't help. I think I've run across that one. It's just childhood ruining.
Well, they don't know. That's it. Thank you for listening to DC On Screen. You can find every episode on DCOnScreen.com. Be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. Proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network, GiantSizeTeamUp.com. We're going to be coming back with Legends of Tomorrow 203 Shogun. Until then, keep some DC on your screen.